Welcome to a monotype match. What is going, guys, and welcome to a mono versus mono match here against Jordan. This was a lot of fun. It was a great match, but I have mixed emotions and mixed feelings towards mono versus mono matches, because it can be the case that, you know what, based on your opponent's typing and your typing, it might just be that before you even enter into the battle that, you know what, one person has the advantage over the other one, and that just, you know what, it can be a bit aggravating, because look at the teams here. I've got a water type team, he's got an electric type team, so immediately you're going to think that he's got the advantage, but that was not necessarily the case. This turned out to be an amazing game. It was really great, and it was quite a tight ending, so guys, stick through to the end. You're going to be in for a treat. So just by looking at the teams, I've got my Drizzle Polytoad. How can you not have a Drizzle Polytoad in a rain team? It's a must-have, right? Rotom Wash, Quagsire, ground typing is going to be very important. Also got my Kingdra with the Swift Swim, very nice, with Rain Dance as well. My Azumarill as well as my Rapid Spin Sport Starmie. He's got a Mega Manectric, Electros, Zapdos. He's also got a Washing Machine, Electabuzz, which probably has an Eviolite, which is very, very bulky. You will see the bulk in this game. And the Sticky Web support, Galvantula. So I kind of did predict that he's going to lead off with the Galvantula, and I just want to lead off my Polytoad, because Polytoad is going to be able to get out the rain ASAP. That is a priority for me. You know what, you want to always have your water Pokemon running around in the rain. So yeah, guys, question of the video today. Tell me, what is your favorite water type Pokemon? It can be competitive, non-competitive. Just let me know what is your favorite water type Pokemon. I would have to choose Lord Helix. Definitely Lord Helix. Throw him in, not even in rain. He can be usable in Sandstorm. You know, with a buff to special defense stat, he can get like a Shell Smash to start sweeping. I definitely love Omastar. Very, very cool Pokemon. So this is not looking too good. He does actually lead off with the Galvantula, but that is what I predicted. And I decided to go straight for the Ice Beam, because I just had this like tingling sensation that my Hydro Pump would miss, and I just wanted to break that Focus Sash, you know. And he obviously predicted me to switch out, which is why he went for the Bug Buzz. But he did actually get up the Sticky Wave anyway, so that was kind of the purpose of his Galvantula. But I do have the Rapid Spin support, so all is not lost. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump, let's take this thing out. And great, that is one less Pokemon to worry about. So now he brings in the Mega Manectric, and I'm like, oh my goodness. He gets out the Intimidate, because Polytoad is very, very aggressive. And the Thunderbolt is going to take me. I didn't want to just switch out unnecessarily into anything else and take a Thunderbolt. I didn't want to bring in Quagsire as well, because I just felt like, you know, there's a bit too much of a risk early on. So now I bring in Kingdra, and the damn White Herb got used up in the damn Stick Wave. I didn't think it would get used up, but you know what, it is a speed drop, so now I wasted my... oh man. I wasted the White Herb, and the damn Draco missed. Oh, that's horrible. So I would have been able to have gotten off two powerful neutral Draco Meteors, and now he brings his Rotom, which is obviously especially defensive, because look at that thing completely takes that, and he's got the Citrus Berry as well, so he's pretty damn healthy. And now I'm at -2, and I cannot 1-hit KO this thing, so I've got to switch out now. And I thought maybe he would go for a Volt Switch, but that's why I went into my Rotom, because my Rotom would take that pretty well. But he actually goes to the Discharge, I guess, trying to get the Paralysis, which is quite nice to run on Rotom actually. So I do take that pretty well, and now he decides to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I noticed that he's actually faster than me, and I decided to also go for the Will-O-Wisp. You know, we're just burning each other's washing machines here, and these two washing machines, they just chilling here, they just chilling, floating around, which reminds me, I need to do some damn washing this weekend. So now it's not looking too good, but like I was saying, he's actually faster than me, so if he wants to go for the Volt Switch and if I go for the Volt Switch, then I'm going to get the Switch advantage. So I knew this was the last turn of Rain, which is why I decided to make use of that Rain and go for the very, very powerful Hydro Pump. And a surprise, you know what? That Hydro Pump did a lot more damage to him than it did to me, so obviously he's running more of a defensive set, not specially defensive set. So that was very interesting actually, and you know what, I'm fine with that, you know, one less Pokemon to worry about, and Rotom is looking pretty damn healthy now. So now he brings in the Zapdos, and this thing is just creating a lot of pressure, stressing me the hell out. And he goes with Thunderbolt, but thankfully I survive. Oh my goodness, and how awesome is it to get off a Pain Split when you are in red and your opponent is in green HP? How great is that, guys? So I felt so fantastic. It was like pretty much like I got a free rest off. So now Rotom is looking pretty healthy right now, and I found out that he's actually, you know, he's holding a Leftovers. So I do have a Zapdos as well that's bold with Leftovers, so I kind of figured that that's the same set that he's running. And my Zapdos has the electric attack, Heat Wave to hit grass types and ice types, and Defog and Roost. So I kind of figured that he can't touch my Quagsire, which is what I was kind of working with. So he goes to another Thunderbolt, and that is eventually going to be able to take out my Rotom. I did not want to switch out because I wasn't too sure what kind of set he had, what kind of move set he was running. You know, that 4 move slots, you know, they can be very, very deceiving. So now I do bring in my Quagsire because I felt like he didn't have it. He was obviously running the same set of Zapdos that I'm running. So he obviously is switching out now because I guess he just knew. I guess he he told me now basically by switching out that he doesn't have anything to hit my Quagsire with, and I decided to go for a curse just to set up on him, and he actually brings in the Electros, and I know this thing carries Grass Knot, and I decided to switch out because I know Quagsire is pretty much my win condition in this game, and I decided to bring in Kingdra, and he does reveal that he does have the Grass Knot, so I'm so happy that I switched out. That's absolutely crucial for me. Absolutely, that was game changing right there. So Kingdra takes that alright, not the greatest. Kingdra is a heavy ass, and now I just decide to, on the switch, set up my Rain Dance. How fantastic is that? Now I'm gonna have double speed, and my Hydro Pump does double damage. But look at that, how bulky is the damn Electabuzz? That is crazy. So now he's gonna be able to knock me out. That was pretty sad, you know. I really expected Kingdra to take the thing out with one shot. You know, double power Hydro Pump, stab Hydro Pump. Really? So now I bring in my Zoomrule, and the plan with my Zoomrule was to bluff a Choice Banded set. That's what I was hoping for, and I went straight for the Choice Banded stab Aqua Jet in the rain, and that hits very hard. There's not much that can take that. It's pretty much like a 2-hit KO on a lot of things. So I switch out now, and I go straight into my Quagsire because I know that this thing, Mega Man generally has only the Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, as well as the Flamethrower, so he can't touch me at all. And I just decided to go for a Waterfall just in the off chance that he does switch out to his Electrons, which he does, so I'm happy. At least I was able to hit this thing on the last one of Rain Dance, so it did a little bit more damage than I had expected, so that was fantastic. Very nice right there. So now I do not again want to take a Grass Knot, so I decided to bring in Starmie because I knew Starmie was more on the defensive side, and Starmie can definitely take one Grass Knot and then probably get a Rapid Spin off, but he decided to actually switch out, and I didn't want to go for the Rapid Spin. I was feeling very greedy right now because the remainder of my Pokemon were pretty slow as it is, so I don't think the the Sticky Wave would make much difference. So I decided to actually just recover off right now because I thought maybe he would go for another Grass Knot. Who knows? And I noticed that he had a Life Orb, and I would try just build up some more recall damage, which would have been very nice. So in comes the Zapdos, which is just roosting the hell up here. And I go for the Skull, which is doing a decent amount, especially with the Life Orb, and I'm happy with that. You know, with the leftovers and with the burn damage. You know, he's getting more damage from the burn than he's getting from the leftovers, so that is fantastic. And I want to switch out now because I knew that the Thunderbolt was coming, and I bring in Quagsire, and in fact, okay, Quaggy gets slowed down, and he does go with Thunderbolt, and it does not affect me. So this ground typing is awesome. It is always lovely having a ground water typing. You can trap in so many Volt Switches out there. Always try that, guys. It is fantastic. So now he goes for the Roost, and I'm like, oh damn it, this is pretty much like, I don't know what the hell. And I kind of thought that he would switch out just into his Electros, and I wanted to just keep on going for the Waterfall. That was the plan. But now, at this point in time, I was like, this guy, he must be going for a Roost. Let me catch him on the off turn and go for an Earthquake. That was my plan. And I could see that this Waterfall was just not going anywhere, you know. It was kind of pointless. I was like, maybe I'll get a crit, maybe I'll get a flinch. That's what I was kind of hoping for, but it was not working out my way. And this guy obviously kind of expected me to go for an Earthquake at this point in time, and then you'll see now, this is the turn. He goes for the Heat Wave, and he keeps on going for the Heat Wave, trying to get the burn. I guess that was his goal, and I just went for the Earthquake. I was like, please just Roost. I kind of predicted him to Roost. I mean, he was at yellow HP, why wouldn't he Roost? I guess maybe he did out-predict me there and predict me to actually go for the Earthquake. So that was very good play there. Jordan, very well thought out. So the Heat Wave misses there, that's very unfortunate. I mean, how often is that? He's trying for the burn, and he actually misses with the Heat Wave. So I'm still going. I'm like, Earthquake. I mean, there's gonna be some point at which you Roost, right? There's gotta be some point. But I felt like, you know what? Maybe he's now gonna bring in the Electros. Maybe he'll now bring in the Electros. Who knows? Who the hell knows? So now I'm like, okay, you know what? Quagsire is like, Quagsire is pretty much like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
You cannot pass,
Gandalf!
I am servant to the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun! Go back to the shadow. Shall not pass! You shall not pass!
This was you shall not pass, guys. You shall not pass this wall. This Quagsire is absolutely amazing. Once you can take care of the other checks that takes care of Quagsire is absolutely amazing. I definitely need to start using this bad fellow a lot more. So now I decided to go for a Cuz. Let's start. I can see that he's just staying in and going for the heat wave, trying to get the burn. That seems to be what the clear objective is. And now I'm just like, okay, now I'm at a +1. There's no point going for a +2, right? Because he can't just bring in the Electros and obviously scare me out. And now I'm decided to, I'm like, okay, I might as well attack. I'm gonna get more damage off. Go for the Earthquake. I mean, go for the waterfall now. Even if it brings in the Electros, it will probably 1-hit KO that thing. So finally, that was quite long and unnecessarily painful. But anyways, that Zapdos has been taken care of. So now he brings in the Electros and I'm like, no ways, I am taking a Grass Knot. He could have actually predicted my switch out, honestly, and gone for something else. But anyways, not like my Starmie would take that well anyway. So this Grass Knot is gonna almost, it does. It takes me out. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that Grass Knot is way too powerful. Starmie is heavy. That gem that it's holding, that is a heavy ass gem. So it looks like one more hit will take this thing out. I mean, one more recoil damage will take this thing out with the Life Orb. But he actually switches out now, predicting the Aqua Jet, which is why he brings in this Manectric. And he gets the Terminator off, and I'm like, oh, you know, this is not going to do too much. But with that damage output, I was like, wow, that was still decent. I'll take that. But because of the Assault Vest, I was able to survive that. I think it would have been a 1-hit KO if I didn't have that Assault Vest. But I'm so happy. And I'm like, okay, let me switch out now. Let me just save that Aqua Jet, which is going to be very, very useful, especially against that Electros. And I mean, you could have predicted me switching out as well, because this is the only 2 Pokemon that I have left, you know. You could have predicted me switching out into my Quagsire and gone for something else and attacked me. But even if he did, my Quagsire does take that pretty well. But you know, 2 chances of two rounds of Flamethrower, a greater chance to burn, which is what he was kind of hoping for. And this Waterfall did a good amount. I was happy with that. My leftovers helping out, and he's not going to be able to take me out with another Flamethrower. I'm happy, unless he gets a crit and a burn, and I miss with the Waterfall. This looks fantastic. So this Waterfall now is going to be able to take out the Manectric, and there, that is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now it is pretty much certain now, because he's only got the Electros left, and I at this point in time I pretty much have the game, because he's going to go for the Grass Knot. My Quagsire Quagsire, you were the MVP this game. Absolutely stunning work you did this game. I'm so happy with the amount of work that you put in, especially against an all-out electric team. And now I'm going to be able to come in with my priority attacker, Aqua Jetter, Azuma, and Azuma's going to be able to clean up. Wow, what a game, what a game. There could have been some over predictions there at the end of the game. You could have taken the game there, predicting my Quagsire to come in there and, you know, double switching back with the Electros. But wow, that was an amazing game, guys. And I generally do prefer a mono versus like a normal team, because just like I said in the beginning of the video, it's just that when you start the game, it can be that your opponent or you have the clear advantage. But look at this, you know, I was still able to pull off the win, and that was fantastic. And I did have another monotype match with a fighting versus a steel team. I was fighting and my opponent was steel, and that was like a clear ass whooping. So I still prefer just a one-sided monotype team and the other team just to be a full out spread. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to answer the comment of the question video. What comment of the question? Too much RWJ. Answer the question of the video down below that like button, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have an awesome one, guys.